Welcome to Barber Motorsports Park, a challenging circuit for the Super Sprint Race Championship. It's Thursday evening, and we're set for the second of 5 events this season, with 4 races tonight.
This track is known for its elevation changes and technical corners, which really test a driver's precision. From my own racing experience here, it demands total focus right from the green flag.
Indeed, this is race 5 of 20 for the season, and the championship standings are incredibly tight. Elliott Norton holds a slender lead over Bart Van de Sande, just 1 point separating them.
And it's not just the overall championship. The battles within the Pro-Am and AM classes are equally fierce. Drivers like David Constableberry and Chris Stokes in Pro-Am will be pushing hard, and in the AM class, Tim Weller is looking strong.
Every point counts tonight. We've got 12 minutes plus 1 lap of racing, and it promises to be intense. Martijn Mol on pole position for this race, a fantastic qualifying effort from the Pro class driver. He's currently 5th in the overall championship standings.
Getting a clean start at Barber is absolutely critical. From my experience, the run down to turn 1 can make or break your race, especially when you're starting on the front row as Thomas Kruger de Roda is right alongside Mol.
Chris Stokes starts 3rd, another Pro-Am driver looking for big points to climb from 4th in the standings. And championship contender Bart Van de Sande, currently 2nd overall, lines up in 5th.
It's a tough grid for some of the AM class drivers though. Tim Weller, 6th in the championship, has a real challenge ahead of him, starting way back in 24th. He'll need to be aggressive, but smart.
Jimmy Lindo, also an AM driver, has a great opportunity though from 4th on the grid. He'll be looking to capitalize. The lights are out, and we are underway for race 5 here at Barber Motorsports Park.
What a start. Everyone is jostling for position into turn 1.
Bart Van de Sande, 2nd in the championship, makes an early statement, passing Jimmy Lindo for 4th position.
That's a fantastic move, very decisive from Van de Sande. You have to take those opportunities in the opening seconds.
Aaron Short, the Pro-Am driver, is making good progress, gaining a position already.
He's clearly found a good rhythm early on. That's crucial when you're starting a little further back.
Down in the midfield, Joel Lemrich has just made a pass on Daniel Cochise, moving up to P18.
Every position gained, no matter where you are in the pack, can lead to valuable championship points, especially for the AM drivers.
Mac McFarquhar makes a move on Joshua Picton, taking P8, but wait, contact between them.
They touched. Picton now gets back past briefly, but McFarquhar is right there again.
And McFarquhar reclaims the spot. Picton now drops behind Rich Snape as well.
That was an intense few corners. Very messy. Picton has definitely lost out there.
Josh Mitchell making a pass now on Adam Taez.
Mitchell takes P11. That's a good gain. Puts him closer to the points-paying positions.
Mac McFarquhar moves past David Constableberry for P5. But Constableberry is into the barriers.
Oh, a big hit for Constableberry. He's tumbling down the order quickly. That's a huge blow for the Pro-Am contender.
He's lost so many places, now outside the top 15 after that incident. This will be a big hit to his championship hopes. Fovargue moves past Gogan, but then loses several places very quickly. There's contact with Adam Taez.
Oh, it's getting very chaotic in this midfield pack. Fovargue is really struggling for grip and now loses more positions.
He's being swamped, dropping rapidly down the order. More contact, this time with Daniel Holland.
This is an absolute nightmare for Dominic Fovargue. He's gone from a solid position to almost the back in a matter of seconds.
Jimmy Lindo passes David Constableberry for P11, but there's contact, and the stewards are looking at it.
Oh, Lindo turned in on Constableberry. That's a warning from the stewards. He's lost the place back immediately.
And it's a domino effect now for Lindo, as Aaron Short and Joel Lemrich both move past him. He's really dropping positions fast.
That mistake cost him dearly. Lindo, an AM driver, was looking good earlier, but now finds himself way down in 18th.
Trouble for Neil Constableberry. He's made contact with Maximilian Turbin, punting him, and the stewards have issued a penalty.
That's a definite setback. He's already lost several positions and is now dropping down the order rapidly.
He's been swamped down to P22 now. That incident has really cost him dearly. Aaron Short has just made a pass on John Boontakis for P11.
But Boontakis is fighting back. He reclaims the position immediately. Good aggressive racing there.
And it's Chris Stokes who crosses the line. A brilliant drive from the Pro-Am contender to take the win.
What a performance. Stokes started third and really held his nerve to claim victory. Those are huge points for his Pro-Am Championship campaign.
Thomas Kruger-Dardo comes home in second, just behind. A superb effort from him too.
Dardo will be pleased with that. Starting second, finishing second, a very consistent and well-executed race.
Jareth Hallam takes third place, a fantastic result after starting sixth on the grid.
An excellent drive from Hallam, really working his way through the field. That's a strong points haul for the Pro-Am driver.
He'll be delighted with a podium finish here at Barber. What a thrilling race 5 we've just witnessed here at Barber. Chris Stokes delivered a fantastic drive from third on the grid to claim a dominant victory.
He really earned that win, a superb performance from the Pro-Am driver. Those are crucial points for his overall championship standings.
We saw plenty of drama too, with David Constable Barry suffering a major incident, tumbling down the order from a promising position.
Yes, that was a huge blow to his points tally. And the midfield was a real battleground, with both Dominic Favargiu and Jimmy Lindo struggling after separate incidents.
With 15 races still to go, this championship is wide open. Welcome back to Barber Motorsports Park for Race 6 of the Super Sprint Championship. And what a shakeup we've seen in the championship standings.
Absolutely, the drama from the last race has completely reordered the top. Chris Stokes, after his win, has rocketed into the lead with 87 points.
He's leapfrogged both Elliott Norton and Bart Van de Sande, who are now tied for second, just 3 points behind. This is incredibly close.
And for the Pro-Am class, David Constable Barry's incident means he's dropped to fourth. Jareth Hallam, with his podium, has climbed to seventh. Every race is proving vital.
The AM class also saw Tim Weller and Daniel Cochise moving up, now tied for eighth. It's all to play for. This is race 6, and it's a reverse grid. Michael Faber-Harder on pole position, an AM class driver looking to make the most of this opportunity.
This format really shuffles the pack, and it's always fascinating to watch. For Faber-Harder, it's a chance to put some points on the board, having started from the back in previous races.
Daniel Holland starts second, with Neil Constable Barry in third. But looking further back, championship leader Chris Stokes starts all the way down in 24th.
That's a massive challenge for Stokes. He'll have to carve his way through the field, which on a technical track like Barber will be no easy feat. Bart Van de Sande, tied for second in the championship, is in fourth, a great position for him.
And David Constable Barry, eager to recover from his last race, starts in 15th. He'll be pushing hard for sure. The lights are out, and race 6 is go at Barber Motorsports Park.
An explosive start, with cars jostling for every inch into turn 1.
Daniel Cochise makes a move on Dominic Favargiu, but there's contact with Jamie Price.
Oh, Cochise has punted Jamie Price, and the stewards have issued a penalty against Cochise. What a costly start for the AM driver.
Joel Lemrich is making quick progress, passing Jamie Price and John Buntakis.
He's definitely found some early pace now, moving past Daniel Cochise as well. Good gains for the AM driver.
Mac McFarquhar is on the charge, picking up a place from Joshua Pigden.
McFarquhar, a pro driver, started way back in 21st due to the reverse grid. He'll be looking to gain as many spots as possible.
Neil Constable Barry making a move on Daniel Holland, but they make contact. Stewards issue a warning to Constable Barry.
Holland has a penalty there, but Constable Barry is into the barriers. He's really lost out after that incident.
He's dropping like a stone now, losing multiple positions, from challenging near the front to outside the top 10 in a flash. Chris Stokes making another pass, this time on Josh Mitchell. Mitchell is being swamped.
This is the reverse grid effect in full swing. All the faster drivers are coming through, and Mitchell is just losing position after position.
Rich Snape, Mac McFarquhar, Maximilian Turbin, Dominic Favargiu, John Buntakis, they're all past him.
This must be incredibly frustrating for Mitchell. He's dropped from 12th all the way down to 24th in just a few seconds.
Tim Weller, who was holding P2, is now losing positions very rapidly. Joel Lemrich and Neil Gogan are passed.
He's really struggling for pace now. David Constable Barry, Chris Stokes, Nigel Walters, they're all coming through. The AM driver is getting swallowed up.
This is a major drop for Weller. He's gone from a podium position to outside the top 10 in a matter of seconds.
This is the downside of starting on a reverse grid for an AM driver when the faster pro cars finally make their way through. He's now in 20th.
Mac McFarquhar moves past Rich Snape, but Snape fights back, trying to reclaim the position.
There's side-by-side contact. McFarquhar has punted Snape, and there's a penalty for Mac McFarquhar.
And Snape has hit the barriers. He's really lost out after that contact, tumbling down the order.
That's a tough break for the AM driver, Rich Snape. He was doing well, but that incident has cost him dearly.
Martijn Mol and Thomas Kruger-Dardo make contact, both drivers spinning.
Oh, that's a big incident. Mol is dropping positions rapidly as a result of that clash.
Aaron Short moves past Adam Taez, and Taez is now losing a lot of ground.
He's being absolutely swamped, dropping several places, and there's contact with Dominic Fabargiu.
Contact between John Boontakis and Thomas Kruger-Dardo. Boontakis has a penalty for excessive braking.
That's a tough break for Dorado. He's lost several positions after that incident. He's dropped all the way back to 19th.
And Bart Van de Sande crosses the line, a masterful drive from the pro driver to take the victory.
What a performance. Starting fourth, Van de Sande navigated the reverse grid chaos perfectly. Those are massive points, putting him right back into contention for the overall championship lead.
Joel Lemrich comes home in an incredible second place. From 12th on the grid, that is an outstanding drive.
Unbelievable. An AM driver starting in P12 and finishing P2. That is the drive of the race for me. He'll gain a lot of points for the AM championship.
And look at this. Chris Stokes, the championship leader, finishes third from 24th on the grid. That is an absolutely phenomenal recovery.
What a drive from Stokes. To come from almost last to a podium position in a reverse grid race, that shows championship quality. He'll maintain that lead for sure.
What an absolutely sensational race 6. Bart Van de Sande takes the win. But the real story is Joel Lemrich's incredible second place from P12.
An absolutely stunning drive from the AM driver. And Chris Stokes coming from P24 to third, that was a masterclass in overtaking. It means he consolidates his championship lead.
We saw plenty of drama in the midfield, with Neil Constable-Barry's crash and Rich Snape's incident, both costing them dearly. The reverse grid certainly delivered on excitement.
It certainly did. Every driver had to fight for every inch. This championship is proving to be thrilling, and there's still so much racing left.
Welcome back to Barber Motorsports Park for Race 7. After the last race, the championship standings have seen another dramatic shift at the very top.
Absolutely. Chris Stokes, with his incredible P3 finish, is now tied for the championship lead with Bart Van de Sande, who took the win, both on 108 points.
What a battle that is setting up to be. Elliot Norton, who was tied for second, has now dropped to 5th in the overall standings. That's a significant slide.
David Constable-Barry, despite his earlier troubles, has climbed to third, showing great resilience. And Joel Lemrich, with that outstanding second place finish in race 6, will be looking to carry that momentum forward, especially for his AM class championship.
Aaron Short on pole position for race 7, an excellent qualifying from the Pro AM driver. Alongside him, Nigel Walters, an AM class driver, starts in P2.
Starting on the front row at Barber is a massive advantage. For Short, currently 23rd in the championship, this is a prime opportunity to score big points.
Championship co-leader Chris Stokes starts in a fantastic P3, aiming to pull ahead of Bart Van de Sande, who lines up in P10. That's a significant grid advantage for Stokes.
Bart Van de Sande will have to work hard to close that gap. Meanwhile, Joshua Picton in P4 has a real chance to make moves in the AM championship. He's currently 8th overall.
With David Constable-Barry in 7th, this race promises intense battles throughout the field. The lights are out and race 7 is officially underway here at Barber Motorsports Park.
A clean start from the front, but the midfield is already getting aggressive into turn 1.
Daniel Cochise has made an early gain, moving past Adam Taez.
Every position counts, especially for Cochise, who's in a tight battle in the AM championship.
Rich Snape makes an early move, getting past Maximilian Turbin for P18.
Good start from Snape. He's an AM driver, so any early games like that are really important for his confidence.
Trouble in the midfield. Neil Constable-Barry has made contact with Jamie Price, spinning him out.
Oh, that's a penalty for Neil Constable-Barry. An unfortunate incident for both drivers early on.
Chris Stokes makes his move, passing Nigel Walters for second position.
Walters is now under pressure from Joshua Picton, and he's lost that spot too. The AM driver is struggling to hold on to his early gains.
Mac McFarquhar also gets past Walters for P4. It's a tough few corners for him.
Walters briefly reclaims the spot from McFarquhar, but loses it almost immediately. He just doesn't have the pace to hold him off.
And now Neil Gogan moves past. Walters is falling down the order quickly after that strong start. Dominic Fovargue is making a move on Daniel Cochise.
Fovargue takes P14. That's a good gain, putting him closer to the points.
David Constable-Berry takes a position from Nigel Walters, but Walters quickly reclaims it.
This battle is costing them time. Oh, and Constable-Berry has crashed into the barriers.
That's a huge hit. He's tumbling down the order again, just like in race 5.
This is an absolute disaster for Constable-Berry. He was third in the championship, and this will be devastating to his hopes.
He's lost so many places, down outside the top 20 now. Unbelievable misfortune for the Pro-Am driver. Contact between Mac McFarquhar and Joshua Picton. McFarquhar has punted Picton, and he's got a penalty.
Oh, that's harsh for Picton. He was running in P3, and he's into the barriers as a result of that contact.
He's dropping like a stone now, losing multiple positions. This is a disaster for the AM class driver.
He's being swamped by the entire midfield. From a podium position, he's now outside the top 10, almost 15th position.
Just an awful sequence of events for Joshua Picton. It's really derailed his race. Chris Stokes takes the lead. He's just past Aaron Short for P1.
Fantastic move by Stokes. He started third, and now he's in the lead. What a drive from the championship co-leader.
Bart Van de Sande moves past Nigel Walters for fourth, but Walters is immediately fighting back.
And Walters reclaims the spot. That was a short-lived gain for Van de Sande. He really wants that position.
Aaron Short has just made a pass on Joshua Picton.
Short takes P16. Every position counts, especially for the Pro-Am driver looking for points.
Chris Stokes takes the checkered flag. A brilliant, commanding victory here at Barber Motorsports Park.
What a drive from Stokes. Starting third, he just methodically worked his way to the front and truly earned that win. He'll be delighted with those points.
Martijn Mol comes home in second place. A fantastic recovery drive after that earlier incident.
Incredible resilience from Mol, starting ninth and making his way to P2, especially after that contact. Huge points for the Pro Class driver.
And Bart Van de Sande takes third place. Another strong result for him.
Van de Sande, starting P10, rounds out the podium. That's a good haul of points, keeping him right in the thick of the championship fight.
Race 7 is in the books, and what a race it was. Chris Stokes with a dominant victory, really extending his championship lead now.
He drove brilliantly, a faultless performance, and Martijn Mol's recovery to second was equally impressive after that contact earlier on.
But the big talking point, sadly, is David Constable-Berry's second major incident in as many races, completely derailing his points haul.
It's been a tough evening for Constable-Berry, and we also saw Joshua Picton have a rough time after contact. Every point is crucial, and those incidents will be felt in the standings.
Absolutely. With 13 races left, there's still plenty to fight for in this Super Sprint Championship. Welcome back to Barber Motorsports Park for Race 8, the final race of tonight's Super Sprint event. Chris Stokes, with his victory, now holds the outright championship lead.
He's really pulled ahead. Bart Van de Sande is now second, 128 points, still very much in the hunt, and Martijn Mol's superb second place has pushed him up to third overall.
David Constable-Berry, despite scoring some points, has dropped to fourth after his second major incident, and Jareth Hallam has climbed to fifth.
In the AM class, Nigel Walters has made a great jump to 8th, while Joshua Picton has slipped to 12th after his troubled race. The competition is heating up.
It's the final race of the night, Race 8, and it's another reverse grid. Mac McFarquhar, a pro driver, starts on pole position, a golden opportunity for him.
This is an excellent chance for McFarquhar to gain big points and climb from 7th in the championship. He'll want to get away cleanly and build a lead.
Joshua Picton, an AM driver, starts P2, with Josh Mitchell in third. A great chance for both to make a statement.
Championship leader Chris Stokes starts way down in 23rd again. He's proven he can come through the field, but this is a very different challenge on a track like Barber. Bart Van de Sande in 21st also has a lot of work to do.
David Constable-Berry, looking to rebound, starts in P7. He'll be hoping for a clean race this time. The final race of the night is underway. Lights out and we are racing.
What a start. Absolute chaos into turn 1.
Bart Van de Sande is already on the move, passing Nigel Walters for P20.
He's making quick work of it. Starting 21st, he needs to be aggressive from the off.
Daniel Cochise has just moved past Jamie Price, taking P5.
Great early gain for Cochise. He's an AM driver, so holding a top 5 spot like this would be huge for his championship ambitions.
Rich Snape takes a position from Adam Tyas, but Tyas is fighting back immediately.
They're really going at it. Snape reclaims the spot. That's a good battle for P12, both AM drivers wanting those points.
Thomas Kruger-Darado moves past Josh Mitchell, and Daniel Cochise is also challenging Mitchell.
Cochise gets past, but Mitchell fights back and reclaims the position. What a feisty battle.
But Cochise takes it back again, in contact with David Constable Barry. Mitchell is in trouble.
Oh, a big incident for Mitchell. He's into the barriers and is losing positions at an alarming rate.
This is a complete disaster for Josh Mitchell. He's dropped all the way from P3 to 21st in a matter of seconds.
Just an absolute nightmare. He's now almost last. That crash has completely ruined his race.
Chris Stokes is struggling in the pack, losing positions to Nigel Walters and Aaron Short.
This is very unusual for Stokes. He's normally so good at coming through the field. He's dropped to 20th.
He's actually lost a few more places. He's having a tough time making progress in this final reverse grid race. Daniel Cochise gets past David Constableberry, but then Constableberry is into the barriers again.
Oh no, not again. That's his third major incident tonight. He's absolutely plummeting down the order.
This is heartbreaking for David Constableberry. From third in the championship, this event has been a nightmare for him. Contact between Bart Van de Sande and Dominic Fovargue. Van de Sande has punted Fovargue, and he's got a penalty.
That's a huge incident in the midfield. Fovargue, a Pro-Am driver, is now losing positions rapidly.
Martijn Mol and John Boontakis move past, and Nigel Walters also gains. Fovargue is really struggling to recover.
Chris Stokes also makes a move past him. This is going to hurt Fovargue's points for sure.
Fovargue manages to get back past Van de Sande briefly, but it's a messy fight.
They're still battling hard, but Fovargue loses out to Neil Constableberry as well. This is costing both of them.
An intense battle, but Fovargue is definitely getting the worst of it in terms of track position. Martijn Mol gets past Maximilian Turbin, taking P8, but Turbin is fighting back immediately.
Turbin reclaims the spot. Mol is pushing hard to gain positions. He's currently third in the championship, so every place matters.
And Mol gets back past again. This is a great battle for 8th position. Contact between Joel Lemrich and Jamie Price. Lemrich attempted a pass into a closing gap, and he's got a penalty.
Oh, that's a tough break for Price. Lemrich eventually makes the pass, but at what cost?
Thomas Kruger-Darado makes a move on Mac McFarquhar for the lead, but McFarquhar fights back.
They're trading places at the front. McFarquhar reclaims the lead. What a finish this is going to be.
And Thomas Kruger-Darado takes the checkered flag. An incredible victory for the Pro-Am driver.
What a final lap. Darado starting fourth, fought tooth and nail for that win. He really earned that. Huge points for him.
Mac McFarquhar comes home in a very close second, after leading much of the race.
McFarquhar will be disappointed to miss out on the win, but second place from pole on a reverse grid is still a strong result for the pro driver.
Daniel Cochise takes a well-deserved third place. From 6th on the grid, that is a fantastic drive for the AM class.
Absolutely brilliant from Cochise. A podium finish for an AM driver in this field is a huge achievement. That will boost his AM class championship hopes significantly.
What a thrilling conclusion to the Barber Motorsports Park event. Thomas Kruger-Darado secures a brilliant win, with Mac McFarquhar and Daniel Cochise completing the podium.
Cochise's P3 is huge for the AM class, but we saw plenty of incidents, with Josh Mitchell having a truly disastrous race after a big crash, and David Constable, Barry's tough night continuing.
Bart Van de Sande also received a penalty for contact, affecting his charge. Chris Stokes had to work hard through the reverse grid, making for an action-packed final race. And that wraps up a truly exhilarating evening of super sprint racing here at Barber Motorsports Park. 4 action-packed races, and the championship standings have been completely shaken up.
What a night for Chris Stokes. Starting this event fourth overall, he's now the outright championship leader. His consistency, despite the reverse grids, has been exceptional.
Bart Van de Sande ends the night in second, still very much in contention, but Elliot Norton, who started in P1, has dropped down to 10th, having a tough time scoring points this evening.
In the AM class, we've seen some incredible performances. Daniel Cochise, Nigel Walters, and Joel Emmerich have all made significant gains, proving that every point matters in this format.
And for David Constable-Barry, despite his incidents, he's still holding on to 4th place, showing the resilience required in this championship.